Hey everybody, finally out here. Only one of the two boxes I thought would be here are here today. And it's late afternoon. I mean late. It's 2 o'clock. Interesting way to ship a box or part, I guess. Let's see. Ah, okay. Box with inside a box inside a box. We got our magnet this time again. Well, we get this time. Let's see what their car choice is this month. And it is. Ooh, got a different one this time. Cool. Yep. Okay. Let's see what we got. I'm surprised they just didn't put a shipping label on this and ship it. New pigtail and nice storage boxes. And there it is. That's what we were waiting for, the Colorado. So alright, that's snapped on, and then because something about the plug was redesigned on these, so new bracket and everything. I guess we'll go crawl under it and put it on. Okay, since I laid the camera down, little Colorado's done and gone. Then the guy come down with his tractor and we just recharged his AC in the tractor. He says you got to do that every year, and then we figured out what it is. Next time we're just going to replace the little tire valve like thing. It's not a tire valve, it's for air conditioning, but the valve stem in the one line was sticking. So, and I sniffed it, had to use the sniffer, and it indicated it wasn't leaking. So I don't know. Oh, I could have checked whatever it is, it's so minute. He says it only disappears over the winter. I said, well, this truck here did that too. I replaced the valve and it's staying now. He's like, oh, okay. But we got her charged up, and unfortunately it didn't take another whole can. It just but anyway, got that. Now finally going to go get the parts for the 95 before they close, so I'm going to be working on that tonight. And I'm really praying we don't have to wash the kids tomorrow, because I've got to get stuff done. So yes, tonight I'll be get the soft plugs in and timing cover on, timing chain on, and the oil pan. Should be able to button all that up. And then might make a quick run to go get some lifters. I can't afford to buy those lifters. Yeah, I can drive to the other town cheaper than what I could buy the lifters I need. And it kind of turks me off. I don't know how they. I suppose it's because I got that hot tank in there. It's putting a little extra humidity, but you would think I should see that on the box. But it could have been the fact that roof's leaking over that cabinet. So yeah, and if I had that gray truck done, that guy with the Colorado, he really likes that gray truck. I'm like, well, I got to get it on that other frame. Maybe I should say, hey, this is going to be this is what I want for the truck when it's done, and see what we can get done. Maybe we can make a deal. I'd like to keep it, but same time I want to add on to the shop. Yeah. Oh man. Anyhow, I guess, and I got warm today. 80, it's between 76 and 80 right now, and it's humid. I don't like the heat. But anyway, I guess I'll go from there. That's what I was going to tell you. I forgot. I couldn't remember what it was. The noise level inside the cab here has gone away. It must have been that U-joint making that, but it didn't look that bad. I mean, I got it. I can show you guys if I remember later. It didn't look that bad, but like my buddy said, that big drive shaft that's in this thing, a little sound resonating through that thing would probably sound like, I said, well, when it started going tink, 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 I thought, whoa, what just broke? But I noticed the noise level in the cab is gone. I thought it was the front tires, and it's not. It had to be that U-joint making that noise up through the drive shaft. So, yeah. I just remembered what I was going to tell you guys, so I thought I'd tell you. Hey, we're in the shop! Finally! I think I can stay. I really think I can stay. We got okay. I hope she got the correct one. Yep, there they are. Okay. There's part number for 97 Chevy. Kind of flash that, didn't I? There you go. 97 Chevy expansion plug. What do they call this? I don't even think. Everybody calls these by freeze plugs, core plugs, expansion plugs. And I love it when, oh, these are designed to pop out if your motor freezes. No, they are not. These were designed to plug the hole from casting the block. That's the whole purpose. To hold the antifreeze in. Not to fall out if you didn't have your antifreeze mixed right. A little worried. Got the timing chain. There's supposedly 2 of these available. And I come across a thing online that said the reason for the second choice was because it was a 443. So far this looks like it is for the 350. It's the inverted tooth one. The other choice was double roller, so I don't know, guys. This looks awful short, but we got one hanging right here. We got old trusty stock one, which, okay, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. I just worried. So I guess I'll dig the motor out and we're going to start buttoning that thing up. So sorry for the belly shot. Well, that kit that I showed you, I'm so sick and tired of parts houses getting stuff wrong. Luckily, this is a newer block. Date code says a 93. I told her to get one for a 97, which all those are the same. Open it up, go to use the big plugs. Guess what? They're too small. This one takes the 9/16. And then they wonder why I don't want to buy local. So that's right. That's why I brought this one out here. Can't forget those. But yeah, there again, I just spent money on something. And I can... It's not the point, it's the fact that I bought the kit. I wasn't sure I had enough, and since these are just the stamp pressed cup steels, then you got to come in with a chisel and stake it. Then while I'm sitting here working, my kid texts this. Plan on this needing a babysitter the rest of the week. I'm like, I can't do it anymore. I can't. I didn't say that to her, but I've got so much to do out here, and like I said, I love my grandchildren, but come on. Grandpa needs to get stuff done. So, yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure there's... Okay. There's the retaining plate. You gotta be careful with those bolts, because I have broke them off before. I guess I'll get my puller, crankshaft socket, turn this over, and we'll get this ready to put together. So once this is all together, then I can put the timing cover on, make sure the one that came on this motor on this truck will fit with this gear. It should. I'm checking for us to make sure this is the wrong gear. It clears. Not by much, but it clears. That's all we need. Alright. I'll get that torqued. Get the bolts. Get this cranked over. Pull this one. And go from there. Well, the timing cover's on. The harmonic balancer's on. I put the soft plugs in the front here. And then I can put the one bracket, get that up on there. Forgot he needs a water pump. I gotta get a hold of him about that. This water pump, the seal's bad. And you know, the kids just sent a little bit ago and I didn't pick up they said, well, you guys just need to plan on babysitting the rest of the week. I've got stuff out here I need to do. Granted, tomorrow will probably be okay. And I gotta go get some new lifters for this since most of the ones I had got ruined. And anyway, the Colorado, I took it home. They come back. Put in a piece from Rock Auto, that VAP canister, which the other one was full of dirt and just nasty. And now it says low voltage. So now I got to get under there and test the wires to see what I got for voltage coming in. Which, unfortunately, that could end up being a computer problem because that truck has been in the water. And I was just very, very flustered. I'm trying to further myself and keep things moving there in the shop, and everybody but me gets to do what they want to do. I didn't raise my kids to where I would be the babysitter all the time. Once in a while, fine, but so I gotta find the oil pump and secure what I've got in down. I'm gonna roll this over and get the oil pan on. Now I gotta get the rear seal thing on. Yeah. Get the oil pump and pan on and all that, and we can roll it up and hang a lot of stuff on this thing so it's ready to go back in the truck. Well, I had to pull the one stud out, move it over, switch it around, which that reminded me to double check the torque on the mains, and we done that on the live show. Put the oil pump in, the windage tree in, and we got the rear seal installed. Best thing I ever held on to. It's the installer for the rear seal. So when you slide the thing on, but there's just a couple of spots you got to put a little silicone. There. In the four corners, basically. I didn't open up my expensive can of stuff. I just used up this, using up this little tube, which is, I guess, more than enough for a motor. Yeah, I need that here. Okay. I confirmed fit before I did this. Because there are different there are different ones. So the rods were torqued, oil pumps on, that's all torqued, that's all torqued. Ready to do that. Running out of bolts finally. And luckily I kept these. I'm already forgetting something. Where did they go? Oh, they're down here. Oh. All cleaned up as good as I just put it back. You guys didn't see anything laying in there that we shouldn't forget, did you? Okay. This is the passenger side, so this one here goes right there. That's for the transmission line. Transmission line. And I gotta find a fuel pump block off of that. It's getting good. We're running out of bolts. Kind of tight quarters here. Get these set in. That's what it's supposed to be. If I had an oil filter, we could turn it upright and prime it. But you almost seen me go head first into the motor there, off camera. Okay. Yep, that's alright, I gotta look at the specs on this. I can't remember them. can't remember them. Cool. Now while we're here, and I need to sit down and catch my air. Where the silicone is, that's been squeezed, so I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, and then I see this is a SGI block. That was a better block. I should have kept it. I'll find more. There's that. Here's this. Oh, there it is. Yeah, if we had the oil filter, we could have put oil pressure to it tonight. Hook a gauge up to it and see what we had. I want to prime the oil system before I put it in. Oh man. I'm getting to my goal of what I wanted for tonight. I wanted to have this all done up, so like I said, I've got a certain way I put mine in, just so I know. I'm glad about this big container thread stuff. Yeah, I don't even know what time it is, guys. Somebody else says you can't love your tools. Sometimes you gotta get mean with them. Oh guys, I'm just shocked. I'm shot! Not literally shot, but watching my granted, they are good kids. My cousin's got a boy graduating this year. It don't seem possible, but I guess I had kids before he did, so I guess it is. Crazy. Time flies when you're having fun. I'll be the last one. I'll get out, look at the torque, and I don't know where the heck I got that. How did I? How many of these we got? Okay, we got enough. These here to put in both sides, and then we got 3 for the back, and 2 cam plugs, and 2 plugs, and then the cam plug. So I don't know if many of you know, you can drain your, if you're going to store a motor, you want to drain it, or if you're trying to flush the system, you get to that, you can drain the whole block out if it ain't all crusted over. Anyway, where'd that go? Sometimes I get lucky, and don't look like this time. Sometimes you can even use your Torx in there. Now I want to go look up the spec for this, get that run down, and tighten. I'm getting spacey. As you can see, we got the motor mounts back on, the oil pan on. I got the oil plug. Got the front bracket up there on. Intake's ready to go on. That's what I was pushing for tonight, is to get the intake on so that I could dry. I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make her tonight. I gotta start picking. Dairy operation down there, the cows are out. Just a second. Alrighty. Sometimes you just gotta grab things, do them. Crack on the floor. I gotta put tools away and go home and got some beautiful weather here next. Now let me double check, I haven't looked. Oh yeah, next 2 days, gorgeous. Actually, the next 3 days. I want this motor in. Guess we gotta put it in Thursday. As with the grandkids around, I get with watching the grandkids, it's not working out. Holy crud. I didn't realize how late it is, guys. It's 11:15. And I haven't ate. Well, I had a snack. I kind of like that insulin. I'm noticing I don't hurt near as bad, and not eating. And also I'm not drinking a lot of water either. But I guess Wife's going to bed because it's just a whole freaking mess. I get this one off the engine stand. The 283 will probably go on there, and I'm going to slam that together, get that done and out of the way. One of those sets of heads I brought home, I might go ahead and put on it. Get her to run. Actually, I got a set in the trailer. I'm going to have to take up and get an estimate on. But I guess I can put the intake on anyway. I gotta go get those lifters. I'm really torn what to do. Not anywhere what I signed up for, so I just wanted to be grandpa. I guess we'll get her. I already got the one side of the valve set, so all I got was one more side to do, and pressure. While I got that valve cover off, we'll pressurize the oil system. And see what kind of oil pressure we get. Make sure it pumps up to the lifters. That way when it starts up, it shouldn't rattle. I'm about ready to see y'all later. Have a good one.